Welcome to Mysteries, Myths, and Legends. I'm Taylor.
I'm Savannah.
And happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Wednesday. I have this new fabulous pen I'll be waving around probably.
It's so cute.
Taylor just gave it to me.
I did. I have one too, but I forgot to bring it.
If I can figure out how to zoom in the video, I'll zoom in on it.
Well, I've got to.
Yes. Just,
Yeah, like we're on YouTube. Yeah, see the video if you want to see the pen. It's so cute. There's a little ghosty on top, and the ghost is holding a star wand, like in, what's it called? Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I feel like it's my own little wand.
Yeah, the ghost is a fairy, and you're a ghost wand holding it, so
yes.
Love that.
Yeah, so anyway.
Yeah, if you like those pens, they're at Dollar General.
Oh, so okay.
Go get one. Not sponsored, but just if you like it.
Yeah.
If you're curious, that's where they got them. So I'm not a gatekeeper.
True.
So.
True. We share. I mean, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Way too much on here.
Okay, so what's up? What's going on?
Okay, actually, just for the people that are curious, we haven't seen a movie. They're going to be curious.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've been busy.
Listen, we've been doing a lot.
Yeah, we've been busy. So, but we will have a movie update. I'm forcing them to go to the movie on Monday. So we will definitely have movie updates next week.
We do already have the tickets. So yes, we're going. So.
Yeah, I know. I literally bought them and forced them. So,
but it's the it's a surprise movie though, so we don't know what it is.
It's the AMC Scream Unseen for whenever. So I'm excited. I think I know what it is, but we'll keep that inside until next week and see if I was right. But I do have a little update, like kind of a baby story, even for you. Just a little baby story, a little update, if you will. So throw it back to episode 100. Shout out. Savannah covered Annabelle, the doll. And I don't know if you guys have been keeping up. I know we talked about it a little bit on here a couple weeks ago, but Annabelle the doll is currently on like a quote unquote tour of the United States right now. If you recall from the story, Ed and Lorraine Warren said to never take her out of her box, never touch her, never move her, just keep her in the haunted museum with all the other haunted items locked away for everyone's protection, right? That's the story. And that she's cursed, in case you missed it. So the update is now she's being taken out of her box and taken on tour across the country. And I don't really know why.
Not the best idea.
No, I don't. We have a lot going on in the times of the world, so I don't really know why we're like introducing cursed objects into that. Even if people don't believe, like, why would we even risk it?
Yeah.
You know? So anyway, back to the update that I have for you. The people who are taking Annabelle on this tour is a paranormal investigation group from Connecticut / like the New England area who work at the museum that she's in.
Right.
Okay. So they're called the New England Society for Psychic Research, and they announced, let me see when it was. Wednesday, July 16th, 2025. Okay. They announced that Dan Rivera, who was 54 years old, he was also the organization's leader, suddenly passed away. With no apparent cause. Yes. And this is literally coming after, like, he's literally on tour with Annabelle right now. And he's young. He's 54.
Oh, no.
And he died.
That's not
and good. So they came out and announced this very sudden, very unexpected death of Dan. And he died in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania with Annabelle. So
see, and I think this is their sign to bring her back.
Right.
To where
take her back to the museum.
Yeah, back to her museum and just keep her there.
Exactly. And he was going around like on this tour talking about he was wearing quote unquote protective gloves to pick up Annabelle. Here's my question. There is no hate to this man, but my question is, what makes a glove protective from a curse?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And maybe, he hasn't had his autopsy done yet, at least as we're recording this episode and per the news outlets that I'm reading. But that's supposed to be coming soon. So maybe there will be an explanation, next week or something. Maybe his death will be explained. So I guess that's the update I have for you. But like, she may or may not have, and maybe it's a coincidence.
Yeah.
Anything could happen, but it's a weird coincidence. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. No, that's definitely weird.
So yeah, I don't even know if I personally believe in curses, as many curses that I've talked about on here, but like, I wouldn't jinx it just to test if it was real, because I don't want it to be. I don't want to be cursed if it's real.
Yeah.
If there's maybe a good curse, I would try to do that.
Yeah.
But
I know.
Yeah. So I think we should take Annabelle back, guys. Take her home.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's just sounding like he didn't believe in the curse and it got to him.
Yeah. But I do fear that happened to him. So I don't know. Updates maybe again in the future. We'll see. But I know it's just crazy. And also, if you're interested more in her story, go listen to episode 100.
Yes,
it's a really good episode.
Go back to that one.
But other than that, if you do not mind, please go rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and check out our TikTok and our YouTube while you're working for us. It'll just take like 5 seconds, so might as well. But if we should get into our tarot reading,
we have to get into our tarot for this week. I am needing to know, like what's gonna happen this week. What's our intentions? Is it just for our episode?
I'm feeling that this is going to be my intentions for the upcoming week.
Okay.
For us. So
let's see.
Some ASMR time. Fail. If you're watching the video,
oh my gosh,
you're probably laughing at my card shuffling skills.
I mean, that was still pretty good.
That might be a sign.
Oh, honestly, usually because when tarot readers like I see on TikTok, they lose a card, they just keep it out.
Yeah.
So.
And normally I would, but I'm really setting my intentions.
Okay. It's up to the tarot, the shuffler,
Facts.
So. All right.
I'm pulling this one.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Okay, we have the card of Judgment reversed.
But they're always reversed.
This one's really gorgeous. Wow. Insert the picture because cool.
All right.
Judgment reversed. Honestly, that's not even like a card that I'm really familiar with. The card of Judgment.
Right. Okay. So Judgment it's one of the major arcana. Which is like the foundation of the deck, and it tells the story. So yeah, it's just one of those cards. So let's get into it. Judgment. Astrological correspondence of Pluto. Judgment shows that when it is time for self-evaluation, you are at a crux for reaching a new life and must purge these things that would hinder you from being renewed.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, reversed. Self-doubt, rejection, blockage, and stagnation. Yikes.
Okay. We accept whatever the cards are going to deal us, I guess,
right.
But if I'm being honest, that felt like my week last week instead of this week.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
we'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, the tarot of the week, guys.
Okay.
Very fun.
Yep.
I do love doing the tarot. It's so fun. These cards are also so pretty.
They are. For real.
But anyway, yeah. So, I guess if you want to get into your story, Savannah.
Oh, yeah. I go first, don't I?
She said,
Okay. So, this week, I have a haunted place to talk about.
Ooh, okay. Fun. We love a ghosty.
Yes. And it's in Indiana.
Period.
So, never been to Indiana, but
no, me neither.
Does that's where Stranger Things is. So
yeah, Hawkins.
So there's that.
So
anyway, we're gonna be talking about Whispers Estate, So
that's like a fun but creepy name, you know?
I know.
Like, it's cute and whimsical in a way, but also, like, is somebody gonna whisper at me? Because I don't...
Well, you'll see where it gets its name. Because it is for kind of a reason. So, okay, it was built in 1894 by Dr. George and Sarah White. They had this house built.
Okay.
And it's a Victorian mansion. So, yep.
Ooh, I bet it's pretty.
Mm-hmm. It is 3,700 square feet.
Oh my God, that is huge. So, I would hate to clean that house.
Right. I bet they didn't have to.
Yeah, they definitely didn't.
They had people for that. 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. And it's in Mitchell, Indiana.
2 bedrooms and 2 baths?
4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
I don't know how I heard that wrong. That makes sense. I was going to say 2 bedrooms for that much. That's a lot. Yeah. 4 makes sense.
And it's 2 stories with also an attic that is kind of like the 3rd floor, but I guess they don't count it as the 3rd floor. Yeah. So 2 stories with an attic. So George and Sarah, they had this house for a while, but then it was actually sold in 1899 to Dr. John and Jessie Gibbons.
Another doctor.
Yes, pair. Right? They bought the house from the original owners, and the Gibbons, they would adopt abandoned children.
Oh, that's sweet.
So, like, orphaned children. Yeah. So I'm not sure how many children they ended up adopting, but quite a few. And one was a 10-year-old girl named Rachel. And you know what? The way I wrote out my notes, we are getting straight into the ghosts right here. So
we love that, Let's get
one was a 10-year-old girl named Rachel. She actually started a fire in the front parlor one day.
Rachel, why would you do that?
Right. And what happens afterwards is not so good. No. She got badly burned, and unfortunately she died 2 days later in one of the upstairs bedrooms.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. That's horrible. I'm sorry, Rachel.
And people say you can still hear her and sometimes see her running around the house today. So she is one of the ghosts.
Rachel, that's so sad. Here. That's one of my biggest fears.
You know what? I'm going to skip around because there is something that I probably should have mentioned before I got into the ghost, so we're going to go to it. So Dr. Gibbons, he's, doctor isn't just his title. He's the actual medical doctor. Okay. So he was a prominent doctor in town, and his office was actually the 1st floor of the house.
Oh, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I wanted to mention that. I don't know why I didn't mention it earlier in the notes, but yeah, his office was the 1st floor of the house. And actually another factor of the hauntedness in here is it's likely that many of his patients died during his 26 years of practice because he started there in 1899, so 1900.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I was gonna ask, do you think people died then? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So keeping that in mind as we go through. Mm-hmm. But okay, so moving on from that, Dr. Gibbons, doctor in the house, and then also he has Rachel, who's 10 years old. She ghost in the house from her accident that she had. Yeah. So she's still there. And there's also another ghost in the house, Elizabeth. And very unfortunate for this one as well, because she was a 10-month-old baby.
Oh my God.
Another one of their adopted children. She died in the master bedroom of the house of unknown causes. So I'm guessing that means SIDS.
Yeah. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
And in the master bedroom, you can still smell the scent of baby powder in the room, even when there's not baby powder in there. Yeah. And you can hear cries in the room from her.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
I know.
These ghosts are not good ghosts, Savannah.
I know.
I mean, they're fine. They're not bad ghosts. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like they all like had horrible endings.
Yeah.
And then the next one is not as good either.
Yeah, it doesn't get better.
Jessie, so Dr. Gibbons, his wife Jessie, she actually died in the same master bedroom after she got double pneumonia.
Her husband is a doctor. How did he not know? I'm sorry, I'm not blaming him. Yeah. Because it can happen, especially back then.
Right, I know.
But dang, that's horrible.
So guests will, if they stay in this room, will often wake up to like labored breathing and coughing, which if you have pneumonia, that's what you're going to be doing. And also a feeling as if someone's sitting on their chest. So it's like a feeling you have pneumonia.
Yeah, that's scary. I don't like that at all.
Also in this room, the doorknob will frequently like jiggle, and it'll move for a few moments and stop, and then the closet door will pop open.
Oh no, that would scare me if I was there. Like, it's not that scary in general, but I would be scared if I was there.
And then one time this happened. It happened 5 times in a row. Somebody had to keep getting up and closing it.
That's crazy. I would be like, record it, get out the whatever old camera.
That's probably why it was only 5 times. They're like,
yeah, you don't have time to get the camera. Yeah.
So yeah, all of that nonsense. I don't know. I'd be like terrified. I honestly, after one time, I'd probably be out of that room.
I'm saying maybe it would take 2, because maybe it was the wind the first time. You know.
True.
Or something. But 2, 3, I'm out of there. Yeah, I'm Scooby-Doo running down the hallway.
I know. Okay, so Dr. Gibbons, I already said, you know, he was a doctor in the town, but he is a ghost in this house as well.
No way.
He's here in the afterlife, and unfortunately, he is not a good ghost because he's been known to grab women.
Dude, come on.
He's one of those ghosts.
God. Disgusting.
The ghost version of him just like
became a disgusto creepo.
Yeah.
Boo. Boo.
I don't know how he was in his lifetime.
Thumbs down. I mean, guess probably not any different.
Yeah,
sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry if you're a disgusto creepo.
Right. Exactly. Okay. So other owners and occupants of this home have actually died in this house as well. So there's a few other spirits in the house.
This place is popping.
It is. In the 50s or 60s, a man died in the upstairs bathroom. A young man fell down the stairs in the front and died. It's just so awful.
It's almost like, is there something going on?
Right. Like, I don't know.
Like, that's a lot of death. I mean, yeah, I know some of them are sicknesses and whatever, but like, that's a lot. I don't think that many people have died in my house, but again, I don't live in a mansion, so.
Yeah. It does. Okay, it gets kind of worse, but we'll get into it. So in 2006, this house was bought after it was vacant for some time. So, you know, went through a period of time where nobody really lived in the house, but it was bought in 2006, and they started restoring the house, and there was strange activity.
Shocker.
This is actually where it's got its name, Whispers Estate. Is when they were doing that. So it's just when they were restoring it, they're like, we just hear whispers everywhere, so it's the Whispers Estate.
Okay, that's actually hilarious.
So that's, yeah.
That's why it's called that.
It's not, yeah, it wasn't called that, like, originally or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. They called it that because of the ghosts. So.
Ew.
Because
imagine,
people, yeah.
Imagine how many whispers you have to hear to call it the Whispering Estate, guys.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Exactly. That's probably a lot of whispers. Oh.
I know.
Ew. Yeah.
The Whispers Estate.
Crazy. I hope it's at least not that man, that creepo disgusto whispering in my ear. I mean, you know?
He's probably part of it. It's just whispering across, like, all over the house, you know?
Yeah.
Like someone's in the corner over there whispering.
Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Okay, and also, see, this is the part that I don't like, that you're gonna be like, what? There are supposedly 4 graves in the backyard. But that's not even the worst part. There's 4 graves plus another grave, a pit grave.
No.
Which, do you know what that kind of means?
I do. But for the people.
It contains amputated limbs, organs, etc. from the doctor. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So since his, practice was in his house, and this was the early 1900s, he would,
he had to put the body parts somewhere.
Exactly. It's like do the surgery.
And why dig multiple holes when you could just dig one hole?
Yeah.
That's their logic anyway, not mine.
I mean,
it was a different time, I guess.
Thinking about it, it's like, okay, I guess, but was there even a possibility of getting rid of it properly? Like, what would you have done? Send it somewhere?
I don't know, maybe a graveyard? I don't know.
But these people are, I'm thinking most of these people might be still alive, and they're they're like, when they got surgery or something, right?
But I'm just saying, if I was the doctor, I don't care where I'm putting it. It's not on my property.
Right, I know.
I'm taking it elsewhere and burying it somewhere else.
But why do I feel like that was just a typical thing for doctors?
I think it was, but it would not be typical of me.
I know.
As a doctor.
It is crazy though.
Imagine they get a family dog. Let's let Rocco outside, and then Rocco goes and digs up the pit. Then what? Then what? Or what if the kids are digging? I don't know.
I know.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Horrible. Yeah, and so okay, just
anyways,
stepping away from all that, I guess. There is also, they say, this one's gonna be crazy for you too. They say there's a portal or a vortex that runs through the house from the front parlor to the third room, to the attic.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That explains some things. Maybe.
Yeah. There's a portal. Mm-hmm.
A portal to what?
So
hell?
It's just a portal. I don't know.
No.
A vortex.
Like a ghost?
Yeah.
Okay. So the ghost dimension door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so.
I didn't know if we meant a portal to hell.
I think
sometimes they say that.
It's the ghosts. Because they didn't really specify, if I'm being honest.
Okay. Well, that would make sense. It's a ghost portal. Mm-hmm. Because, look at how many ghosts are there.
Right. And they also say that the attic is the heart of the house. So maybe that's where the...
Okay, Vecna from Stranger Things.
Right. No, yeah. That's... Mm-hmm. Guests that are brave enough to sleep in the attic have horrible nightmares.
What do you mean sleep in the attic?
Well, okay, I was going to say this at the end, but you can stay here as a paranormal investigator.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So...
I was they're just yeah, your room, it's attic.
Yeah, it seems like you can go here, but it's pretty much only to investigate as a paranormal person.
Okay. That makes way more sense.
Yeah.
I'm still not sleeping in the attic. If we ever go here, I'm not sleeping. I'll go in the attic. Not sleep in the attic.
I know. So, would you? I don't think so, because you have horrible nightmares, and sometimes they hear something trying to get into the room. Oh. Just like in the other room too, jiggling the doorknob.
I don't even want it to be a real person. I definitely don't want it to be a ghost or anything else.
Yeah. Also, visitors have reported seeing a shadow that is, I don't know who named it this, but they say it's now called Big Black because it's an entity or ghost. Well, they kind of just were saying entity, not of this world.
Okay.
So it's just a big
black shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scary.
So
I wouldn't want to see it. It maybe on my way out.
It's seen in throughout the house.
Okay.
Kind of, but mainly in the doctor's rooms on the first floor.
Oh, that's eerie.
Yeah.
Because what is that?
Right, I know.
Because what if it's not a ghost? What if it's Death himself?
No, right, because they, I don't know.
It's a joke, but it's also not.
Right, I know.
Creepy. The harbinger of death, is that what they call him?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. Okay, so people have done EVP sessions here, obviously. Mm-hmm. And they have revealed many entities in the house. You don't always need a recording equipment to hear the voices here, though.
Oh my god.
So, like, your equipment that you use, you don't even really need it, apparently.
Okay.
Doors will slam on their own, and also guests will smell things that are not there, such as the baby powder that I mentioned already, the cologne or aftershave of the doctor, cigar smoke, and dirty bandages.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that one's bad. So, ew. Yeah, that's the Whispers Estate, and yes, like I said, we can stay there, and it's pretty much, it's like you book it as a paranormal investigator, and you get the whole house.
What part of Indiana did you say it was in?
It's in Mitchell, Indiana.
Okay, I never heard of it, but I kind of want to go here. Is that crazy? I know I just sat here the whole time and said no, but like if we could have the whole mansion like just to ourselves, that would be kind of fun.
Like I'm saying,
and scary. Like I don't know. I want to hear the whispers myself because I don't necessarily just believe it off the top of my head. You know that I'm actually going to hear voices, but if I did, I would maybe lose my marbles.
I'm trying to pull it up on a map, but I'm
like, how far is it? I would, but it's a little
like okay at the bottom.
I mean, it's honestly not that far from us, though. You know, I mean, like really.
Yeah.
It's like half the map of the United States.
Really but like relatively, like what?
No, relatively, it's really not that far. Okay, cool.
Wait, what if we do directions?
That's one way to find out. I don't know how to use Google. Is that a Google map?
Yeah.
Never used it.
It's pretty easy.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
The suspense is killing me.
If we drive there, it's 8 hours and 21 minutes. Okay. Oh, with tolls. Okay, without tolls, it's 8.5 hours.
I mean,
on I-64 West.
We're giving the directions. I'm so weak. That is so funny. I mean, that's not really. I mean, it's not great, but it's not too bad. I mean, like Mothman is like 6.5, so it's not really like that much further.
Right, like I was expecting like 20.
Yeah, because I'm like thinking there's got to be some other fun stuff along that way.
Okay, but also there is, I think, a time difference, right? Like an hour, or no? Yeah. I think that's over an hour.
You're asking the wrong person.
Because
I have no idea.
I think the time zones go down. I don't know.
We'll find out. But who cares if we lose an hour?
Okay, we're going, guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're going to have to see. Like, they're like, it's $5,000 to rent this place.
It says, okay, Google also says it takes 8 days to walk. And it also takes 2 days to bike there.
2 days to bike isn't even that bad. Should we get on the bike?
Actually, it's kind of crazy. Okay.
Wow. Well, wait. It said 8 days to walk?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, like every hour you drive in the car, it takes a day to walk.
Okay. Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think I realized that. Okay. Well, and there you have it, folks. That very important information about the distance to Mitchell, Indiana from us.
Listen, we're gonna go. Okay. And then we're also gonna, while we're in Indiana, go to where Stranger Things
Hawkins, but okay, that's like, not, it doesn't exist, baby. It's in Georgia. It's in Atlanta, and unfortunately, they knocked everything down.
They already did. I thought they were not going to yet.
It's done.
Yeah. Where is the? Everything. Isn't there an Airbnb house?
I mean, the houses are still there. Like Vecna's house is still there. Like the buyer's houses, like the houses are still there, but the school, the lab, the Star Court Mall, it's all knocked. So.
They should have kept those.
I'm saying they should have at least kept it for a year for the hype to die down. Right. You know? I don't know. These people are crazy.
Anyway, that's the show.
And that's the show. Except for, guess what? I have a crazy story for you.
Okay, let's get into it.
I mean, like I have a really seriously crazy story. Mm-hmm. And for you, if you want to know what it's called, it is the legend of Lake Tahoe. Okay. It does not sound very crazy. I know. But don't let the title deceive you, okay? It is... Okay, also, I know I'm just horrible at geography. I know. It's a fun fact. If you don't know about me, you got to learn it now. But did you know that Lake Tahoe is located on the border of California and Nevada? Because why did I think it was in Michigan or something? And I know that sounds stupid. Okay, don't come for me.
I honestly don't think if you asked me where it was, I wouldn't have been able to answer.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't ask. Yeah, so if you didn't know, Lake Tahoe is located on the border of California and Nevada.
Okay.
Which is wild to me. And it is a large freshwater lake in the Sierra Nevada mountains. So it's beautiful. I'm talking absolutely gorgeous. You should Google a picture of it because we got to see the reaction. It's known for its very, very clear blue water, and it's one of the most popular travel destinations of all the United States.
Okay, well, what's wrong with it then? Because why are you talking about it?
She said, what's wrong with it then? That's so funny. Well, before I get into that, it's also the second deepest lake in the United States.
Oh, it is beautiful.
It is so gorgeous. It goes about 1,645 feet below the surface.
Oh, what?
Yeah, real deep. And very, 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 very clear blue water. Well, that is at least the top 60 or so feet of the water is very clear and blue. But the deeper you go into the lake, the darker it gets, and the more interesting things you're going to find down there. So it's also very much so known for all of its different mysteries, myths, and legends that go down there. Seriously.
Okay.
All of the above. So let's get right on into it, shall we? Many of the myths and the legends that come out of Lake Tahoe actually originate from the Washoe tribe. There are actually multiple legends I have for you today. Oh, buckle up, guys. Get a snack, get a drink, I don't know, get something, and come back because this one's crazy. The first thing I'm going to tell you about from Lake Tahoe is named Tahoe Tessie. Mm-hmm. Tessie. And Tahoe Tessie is a cryptid that is said to live in Lake Tahoe. She is described as being a serpent-like creature that is typically 30 to 60 feet long with dark green skin. Sightings of Tahoe Tessie have been reported since the 1800s all the way up until today. So, T.
For real.
Right.
Sounds okay. Obviously, this is a play on Nessie.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Because I think they just went with like alliteration. Tahoe. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I will say, the legend of Tahoe Tessie actually goes beyond the 1800s. That's just kind of when it was first written down. It was oral legend before that.
Okay.
So she's kind of been there for a while, according to the legend.
Wait, okay. When was Nessie first a thing then?
You know, I don't remember.
Because now that I'm thinking of it, it's like, which came first?
Yeah, which did come. That's so true. But she definitely wasn't always called Tahoe Tessie. There was just a legend of a green creature that lived in this lake. So.
Okay. So, wait, how long ago did you say?
It was first written down in the early 1800s.
Okay, well, she might be older than Nessie then.
Yeah. Well, like, most of these legends are coming from this tribe, which obviously, like, predate most legends that we have today.
According to my Google search, okay, have we covered Nessie before?
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure. Somebody let us know. Listen, I think so.
Maybe. But anyway, Loch Ness Monster was first sighted in 1933.
Oh.
So that means Tahoe Tessie is older. So I did cover. Okay, in episode 50. So if you want to go back and refresh yourself,
we need to.
Myself too,
I mean, that was to be fair, that was over almost 200 episodes ago.
Yeah, that's
a long time for us, guys.
Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to compare because their names are similar.
Had to. Yeah. So that's definitely like a more recent name for sure. For
her. Okay.
For sure. So some people, in fact, maybe most people, actually think that Tahoe Tessie is just a large sturgeon fish that somebody put into the lake, which is honestly most people's theory for any kind of Loch Ness creature in any lake. And these fish are huge fish that would have to be put in there by someone.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, is somebody just going around lakes with sturgeon fish? I'm just confused. Like, is this... I'm just confused.
I don't get it.
Because they're not just, like, living there naturally. but they could, It's just like, I don't know if somebody's doing that necessarily, but that's just what people are saying. Like, the scientific, reasonable answer is that it's just a big fish. But other people believe that Tahoe Tessie is real and lives in her underwater lair beneath cave rock. Dun dun dun, cave rock.
Okay.
Look up cave rock while you're on there. So actually, most of the legends I'm going to talk about actually do surround cave rock.
Okay.
We'll kind of get more into it in a minute, but I just wanted you to, it's like literally a rock in a cave. So the name is very literal. But we'll get back to cave rock in a minute. Some people do believe, if they're not believing like that she is just like a cryptid that lives in the lake or a sturgeon fish, people do think that Tessie could be related to a prehistoric dinosaur because she's been there for so long. And I mean, maybe, but historians have kind of disproven this theory because dinosaurs went extinct about 65 million years ago, and Lake Tahoe dates back to around 3.5 million years ago.
Right.
And first of all, I know that's a wild sentence, that Lake Tahoe dates back to 3.5 million years ago, but it's just really hard to imagine how long all of this has been,
Yeah. Okay.
Crazy. But like the timelines don't really add up,
Yes. Speaking of timelines, let me just interject with some correction to what I said about Loch Ness Monster earlier.
Okay.
Because I thought, let me pull up my notes.
Okay.
And fact check myself from what I said in the previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the photo we all know of Loch Ness Monster was from 1933, like I said. But the first written account is 565 AD.
Oh, okay. Tahoe Tessie. I mean, she still might predate Nessie.
Yeah, so maybe they're around the same time.
Yeah.
So maybe they are the same type of creature.
Yeah.
Just
from the
in
same
two
time. Different places.
Two different, lakes,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks for the correction. That's...
Anyway, yeah, nice. I had to, double check that. Yeah. I was I thought she was a lot older.
Right. I did too, honestly. But that makes sense with the picture. Totally, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. But... Anyway, I will just say, back to Tahoe Tessie.
Yes.
The town of, that surrounds Lake Tahoe, they have really capitalized on Tahoe Tessie. They love her. They have a cute little Tahoe Tessie herself, mascot, and they sell merch. And, at least they're able to make a little bit of money off this legend. And she's not like a scary mascot. She's cute, cute little, very, very cute. So, but the most common theory that I found is that people do think that somebody put a sturgeon fish or some other kind of big fish in the lake, and now since it's had all this room to grow, it's grown into this very, very, very large fish, and that's what people think are just this random monster.
I mean, I guess.
But also monster, quote unquote, she's never been said to attack anybody. People just see a big something out there. So yeah. But moving on from Tahoe Tessie to another legend. I did say that the Washoe people connect many legends to Cave Rock.
Yes.
So Cave Rock is a part of Lake Tahoe, and there's even Cave Rock State Park today. But Cave Rock is actually a volcanic formation that existed for millions of years.
Mm-hmm.
And today there are roads and tunnels that are built through Cave Rock, so you can actually drive through parts of Cave Rock. So that's cool. But of course, I'm sure, as you can all guess, people do say that Cave Rock is the gateway to hell.
Oh my
So Savannah had the portal to the ghosties. I have the gateway to hell in Cave Rock.
Wow. Okay.
It sounds like Camp Rock.
Yeah. You said, as you can all guess. I could not guess that. If I'm being so real, I did not think this was an evil place. I thought it was going to be it's a cute cave. So.
Well, here's the thing. I think people are just saying that. Because
they're just trying to make it scary.
You tell me. There are maybe some scary things that I have to say still. But, overall, is it scary? We'll have to see at the end. You tell me.
Okay.
But, as people tend to say, it's the gateway to hell. Just anything that's weird, it's the gateway to hell.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what they write it off as. But, yeah, there is no evidence of that, just so everybody is aware. It's just because there's a lot of different mysteries, myths, and legends going on here. So, but I did have to, of course, mention it.
I mean, yeah.
Just because, obviously, gateway to hell.
Yeah.
So, but, another interesting thing about Cave Rock is people actually used to climb it. You saw it. I would not. Oh, rock climbing scares me so bad. but people really used to. But today it is now protected for the cultural significance to the tribe. So you cannot climb it anymore, at least legally. I don't know if people still do it or not, but I'm sure people have tried.
Yeah.
But Cave Rock also today, like there is a boat launch and a parking area, and that area is kind of known for like swimming and snorkeling in the lake all around Cave Rock right there. So obviously it is this prominent landmark like at Lake Tahoe. And just like I said, it's exactly what it sounds like, a rock with a cave in it. So, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the Washoe people actually believe that the cave was actually created by a powerful spirit to prevent the lake from flooding their lands.
Okay.
Which, I mean, okay, makes sense. It is kind of like its own like natural dam in a way. So, I mean, that's cool. And another part that added to this like magical quality that Cave Rock has is that this place is considered a very sacred site. So sacred that the Washoe shamans would actually conduct their ceremonies here, as well as seek like spiritual guidance there. Like they would just be like, we have to go to Cave Rock because that's we're like closer to God there, closer to all their gods there. So very, very sacred land, and that's why it's protected today. That's why you can't climb it.
Okay.
So this area around Cave Rock, you know, we have Tahoe Tessie, but we have another creature. And this one is called the Ong. And the Ong, it's crazy that I decided to do this after last week I covered the Orang Bati. And this is the Ong. And the Ong is said to be a giant bird that kidnaps children.
Oh my gosh, no.
So last week I had the giant like bat that kids, like Batman or whatever, that kidnaps the kids. And this time I have the giant bird that kidnaps the kids.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, and so it said that they, you know, once they kidnapped the child in question, it would take it to the center of the lake, like in its own little underwater layer, kind of like Tessie has, and then it would eat it down there.
Oh my gosh. Yikes.
Yeah, so wildly similar to the story that I told last week, but both of them are really horrifying. And also, I don't like how common of a theme that is. No. Like, those are in two different places, two opposite sides of the world, having like very similar legends.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Of like, birds scare me enough as it is.
Right.
So like, I don't want them attacking me and stealing me and eating me.
Right.
You know? No. We're fine. But moving on to another legend. This time, it's the Lady of the Lake. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I know we have covered many stories like of the ladies of the lake, right? We have many. But this one is actually different from the rest. Okay. Lake Tahoe's Lady of the Lake is actually just a rock formation that looks like a woman's profile, especially when you're looking at it from Cave Rock. So it's just actually a landmark.
Okay.
But the reason that I'm talking about it is because the Washoe people actually did have a legend tied to it, and that this rock that looks like a woman, actually, they believe that it actually did have a spirit, a woman spirit, who is there to look after and protect the land and the lake, which I love so much.
Yeah, no, I love that, actually.
Yeah. And so the Washoe people actually like view the Lady of the Lake as this guardian spirit. So in a way, she is magical. But today, people are just like, it's just a rock that looks like a woman. But back then, she was magical. So I'm like, no, she's still magical and she's still guarding the lake.
Yeah.
No, the Lady of the Lake, doing her job, which so cute, and I love that. Love that. Okay, moving on. Another legend, also located around Cave Rock, is the legend of the Lake Tahoe water babies.
Okay, water babies. Yes. Back to the water babies. Oh my gosh.
Yes, we have covered other stories of water babies back in episode 24.
Oh my god, 24?
24.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, Savannah covered the legend of Pyramid Lake. So that's where like water babies originate, kind of. But these Lake Tahoe water babies, they're different. Okay. Essentially, these are like smaller spirits that move about the water, and they're typically described as being like 2 to 3 feet long with flowy black hair.
Ew.
So I know they're small, but the like long flowing black hair only reminds me of The Ring. I'm sure a movie Savannah has not seen.
I haven't seen it.
But I mean, as I'm sure most of you know, it is a horror movie that I watched personally far too young, and it scarred me for life. Yeah. So whenever I see any small person with long black hair, I'm like, oh my god, that's the girl from The Ring. and she's coming after me. So if I saw these water babies, I would immediately freak out. Yeah. But some people are like, oh, they don't look threatening because they're small. And I'm like, oh, to me, that would be a threat. Instant threat. Right. So, yeah. So the water babies and the ong, the evil bird that eats kids, they're actually kind of friends in this story. And according to the Washoe people, and they essentially live together in their underwater lair and cause havoc amongst the lake. So that's kind of why the Lady of the Lake needs to be there to kind of keep the peace between, I mean, she can only do so much against these monsters that are there. But, yeah. Water babies are said to be mysterious and dangerous water spirits, and they are typically looking like little human babies. And that is because they have to lure people in. So people will hear babies crying, and they're like, oh my God, we got to go save this baby in the lake. And they go there, and then it's the baby with really long, flowy black hair, and then it gets them and takes them to the center of the lake and eats them with the ong. What? And so essentially, the legend says if you hear a baby's cry at Lake Tahoe, it is an omen of death for you. So let's just say you don't want to hear no water babies crying at Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, definitely not. Like, what? That's insane.
Yeah, not good at all. Not good at all. So, crazy enough, Lake Tahoe is also said to be haunted by actual ghosts as well. So, we got spirits, gods, and regular ghosts. So, adding to this already deep history, Lake Tahoe seems to be a place where mobsters would once use as a body disposal site, in the area.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What?
And this legend actually comes from locals who knew the mobsters personally, back in the day. And, they meant business. And if people were getting in the way, sometimes they would just have to, take care of them. So when that happened, it's rumored that the only kind of place other than like burying bodies, because that takes time, they wanted something quick. They like throw them in the lake. It's deep enough. They'll never be found. And unfortunately, they're kind of right. I hate to tell them.
Like, do we think that's true? Like, there's actual bodies in there? Has that been proven?
It's funny you asked that, Savannah. So you just hold on to that thought, because I do have one more thing to cover before I really get into that. But you hold that right up there, okay?
Okay, yeah.
One of the most famous stories of Lake Tahoe is said to be, hold on to your whatever you got near you, okay? The legend of the Lady in White. So yeah, we do have a lady of the lake and a lady in white. We got many ladies, okay? We got all the ladies. And this one is actually similar to those that we have covered in the past. So yeah, it's a little confusing. We have the Lady of the Lake and the Lady in White, but they're two separate things.
Right.
This story goes that this woman was a bride-to-be and, getting married sometime in the late 1800s. But tragically, her fiancé stood her up at the altar. She was there and he never came. So she was obviously heartbroken, and she tragically decided to take her own life by jumping into the lake in her really, really heavy wedding dress.
Okay.
And because it was so heavy...
Girl, he ain't worth it.
He ain't worth it. I'm so sorry, girl. He ain't worth it. He ain't. But you know what? It was a different time back in the late 1800s, so it's horrible. But he surely ain't worth it at all. Yeah. But ever since then, people have reported seeing a ghostly figure in a white long dress near the shore of the lake. So the people just see her walking like the shore, which, that's crazy though. Because can you imagine if you were just at this beautiful lake and then you just see a lady in a giant white wedding dress? Because that's what happens. Like, I just feel like you don't expect that, and you're like, oh, maybe she's a bride taking pictures.
Right.
No, she's not. I mean, she is, but she's not taking pictures. Yeah. So, anyways, moving on.
I just can't even.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I told you guys you had to buckle up. I don't know if you listened to me, but I wasn't lying at all. So, moving on, we also have Thunderbird Lodge.
Okay. They got Thunderbirds here too?
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
They really got everything.
Yeah, they do.
A little bit of everything.
I mean, it's the same area where they're from. It's the same people.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
But yes, they do have Thunderbirds here, and so much so they have a lodge named after that. So, and Thunderbirds aren't even what I'm covering. I promise you, There can be probably 3 more episodes of Lake Tahoe. That's it. Like, I'm just scratching the surface here, and that's crazy. I didn't realize
Lake Tahoe was such a hot spot.
Me neither. And I'll get into how I found it in a minute. But yeah, it's really, there's a lot going on. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy that none of you guys from Lake Tahoe have told us about this in these past years. Like, guys, come on. What the heck? Crazy. But anyway, back to the Thunderbird Lodge. This is a historic mansion located on the east shore of Lake Tahoe. Mm-hmm. And it is haunted, very haunted, specifically by its former owner, George Whittle Jr. And George, honey, he was known to live an extravagant lifestyle, okay? That's why he built this mansion. He literally just built this whole entire mansion on this beautiful, gorgeous lake for probably millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. Literally just so he could have a private place to go in the 1930s for his friends. I'm rolling my eyes if you're not watching the video. I wish I could do that. Just for my friends. That's really goals. For real, that's goals.
I mean, it is.
Yeah. So, people, you can obviously go to the mansion today and stay there. And visitors have reported to see this man walking around the halls, sitting in the living room, just, going about it, only to later see his picture on the wall being like, oh, this is the originating owner and builder of this place. And they're like, oh, look at the dates. Hold on, no, I just saw him a minute ago. Which, that's honestly, like, my favorite kind of ghost story, when people don't know that it's a ghost, and then they realize later, like...
Right. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God, that's who I saw. So, I just love that. I had to throw that one in there. Mm-hmm. But, back to your question that you asked about, are there bodies in the bottom of Lake Tahoe? This is actually one of the main reasons that I discovered this story, is because I did, in fact, see a TikTok going viral right now. And it was so viral that I was like, okay, I have to talk about it. And it's this, woman talking about the Lake Tahoe dancing table. And I said, what the heck is that? So I had heard of it before, but it made me really want to dive deeper into what's going on. So the dancing table refers to possibly the most eerie legend coming out of this place. Mm-hmm. And essentially it says that there are hundreds of perfectly preserved bodies all suspended at the bottom of the Lake Tahoe.
Oh, what?
Yeah, but that's not all, okay? Due to the currents and the water temperature and other environmental factors of the water, these bodies are said to be perfectly preserved and all standing up in a position of just standing up. So, so, like, when people go down there and, like, look, the legend is saying that these people look like they're on a dance floor dancing. Just all standing there, because they are floating in water, they're not completely still. They're moving, but they're dead. So they're, like, so they're dancing down there. The dancing table. What? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's crazy. And so, this legend does stem from the mobsters and the mafia members who were said to kill people and then dispose of their bodies in the lake.
How deep is this part where they think these people are?
So, the deepest part that's recorded is like 1640 feet. Deep. People are not going down there. It's also really cold. Really, really cold.
Right. So it really is just a legend then, because nobody's really going down there.
Well.
Or people have.
Well. So, people have gone down there. Obviously, people want to know, is the dancing table real?
Yeah.
Reportedly, they have only found ancient trees and sunken boats. But the problem is, this lake is huge, huge and deep. And so, we're not 100% sure, like, if people have searched the whole thing, really. Right. It's not like they've had this big, like, dive, like, this whole group of divers go out and, like, look, it's just people who were intrigued by the story and wanted to see for themselves. So but this is such a popular story and legend. People wanted another search, like a real search done. So in 2016, divers did get out there, and many things were found, I will say, but the iconic dancing table were not. So what they said is that these bodies suspended in air looking like they're dancing, that's not really true. Mm-hmm. However, there were lots of bodies. Mm-hmm. They were just floating. They said, they're not floating dancing, but they are floating. They are preserved because the lake is so cold.
That's actually kind of crazy, though, that they would be preserved from that.
Yeah, but, like, not perfectly. Not perfectly.
Right.
But, yeah.
So they're kind of frozen.
Kind of. But When I say bodies, I'm not talking like hundreds. I just mean like a couple, you know. So, but that doesn't mean that there's not more down there.
Yes. Were they identified? Not really. No, you don't know. Yeah.
It didn't really say. So, like, you know, is it true? Is it part of the legend? I don't know.
Right.
But what we do know is that the dancing table is not. It's not real.
Okay.
It's not real. Okay. It's a cool legend. It's a cool story, but
yeah.
I mean, good. It's not real because that's creepy. That's actually disgusting. That's what makes me not want to be in lakes at all. Thinking that there's a dancing table of bodies underneath me. You know? Ugh. My God. But yeah. So, one thing that I do know about this place is that it has a lot going on. Okay. It's just this really big epicenter of really crazy activity. But it's crazy that all of that is going on and it's as beautiful as it is, you know?
Right, because it is. It's so pretty. Like, I would go there and swim. 100%. And not think anything of it.
Right. Not now.
I might still swim there.
No, I mean, I would still swim there, but you would think about it, you know?
Yeah.
It would be in your mind for sure. For sure. But yeah, that is the legend of Lake Tahoe. What's your favorite legend of Lake Tahoe?
Oh, obviously Tessie.
Yeah, same. Same. Love her.
Obviously my favorite.
Love her. Go girl. I want some Tessie merch. I really want to go to Lake Tahoe. It's really far, but
yeah,
I'll make my way out there one day for sure.
Should we map that too?
Yeah. Honey, that would take probably like a month to walk there.
Oh my gosh. Actually though.
Bike there, I'm going to say like maybe like 2.5 weeks.
Does it actually even give that when I look it up?
Honestly, I've always wondered that because, you know, people do walk like the whole United States. Like, do they map it?
That's what people did back in when they were going to the
I'm wondering how the people map it, and they did it just without nothing. They were like, let's just look at the sky.
Honestly, how did they do that?
They looked at the sky and somehow knew. Couldn't be me. Just be like Moana, you know, she's like.
Or they just, you know,
I am Moana.
They didn't even look at the sky and also the ground and all that.
Right. They had to look at everything.
Yeah.
They were just, their heads were like this the whole time while they were walking.
Oh my gosh. To walk there, it doesn't even say it.
Well, why would it? No, like, if we're being so for real.
It said 933 hours to walk.
Oh, that's a long time.
39 days.
Oh, okay, yeah, like a month and a half, yeah.
39 days to walk.
Well, how long does it take to drive there?
Basically across the U.S.
I'm gonna guess it's 3 days to drive there.
Not fully across the U.S. because there's a little bit on each side.
Yeah.
Still, but still. To drive there, 38 hours.
Yeah, a couple days. Few days. That's
to bike there 10 days.
Oh, that's way shorter than I thought. I don't know. Is it that easy to bike places?
I wonder if it's like, is that constant biking? Are we?
It's definitely constant. No, it's definitely constant. So you have to add like
maybe. What if they're giving you time for breaks?
No, they're definitely not giving you time for breaks.
Oh, and this route, the bike route, includes a ferry.
What? How was that
you have
possible?
To take a ferry.
In
probably around the lakes.
Oh,
Lake
you're
Michigan.
gonna go on a couple lakes if we're biking this way. Wow. Okay, well I'm telling you right now, I'm not biking to Lake Tahoe, nor walking.
We're not driving.
Not driving either. I'm flying. Yeah. I'll fly.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy. Well, definitely be sure to check out our Instagram for pictures of our stories this week.
Yeah.
I don't even know what pictures.
Oh my gosh.
There'll be something.
Yep.
Because there's like a million things we could put on there. But
just maybe a little of everything. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
okay. Crazy. Well, that's really all I have for you guys this week. Honestly.
Yeah. That was
you got
a
anything
lot,
else going on? I know. That was a long story. Sorry. I'm not sorry. That was really interesting.
Yeah.
Loved it. I was actually gonna do part 2, but then I was like,
and you said there's even more. Like
no, there's more.
Yeah.
There's
part
more.
2.
Trust me.
We need to know.
Yeah, there's a lot more. So we'll get into it. But if that's all you have, I suppose we will see you guys next week.
Okay. Cue the music.